Jak?
Mo TV.
Mo TV?
Wow TV.
Wow?
TV.
Cześć, mówi Mariusz Podzienowski. Teraz wywiad zrobimy dla telewizji Wow TV.
There is no competition. We are the best, yeah. There is no competition.
Alan Murphy, Wow TV and Sherdog. I'm sitting alongside Goran Reljic, head of KSW in London on Saturday night. How are you feeling?
Feeling great, thank you.
Now you're 7-1 in your last 8 fights. Would you say you're in the best form of your career so far?
I guess we could say that, yeah.
What do you put that down to?
What do you mean?
What do you put? You say you're in the best form of your life.
Yes.
What do you attribute that to?
Oh, well, first of all, I changed. I realized that this is something that I wanted to do very seriously and for a living, and just gave like a more serious approach to it, and changed myself a lot and became more serious.
And what sparked that? Was it the release from the UFC?
That was a part of it, and that was something that needed to happen. And like, I don't think I was taking my job serious enough. And but never mind. Right now, like, you know, I had like bad influences by bad people at the time, and you know, like, that's all behind me right now. I got to focus what's in front of me.
We were speaking a bit off camera there about your training. Do you want to just elaborate a bit more on where you're training and who you're training with?
Yeah, I was training with Tariq Azim, my coach from San Francisco, the most, and we changed like some stuff in my game, and I think I became like a predictable fighter, and everybody started to see my game. So, you know, there were things that we had to implement, and we brought in some new stuff, and you know, hopefully it works.
Now you're fighting Thomas Narkin this weekend.
Yeah.
This is a rematch of the fight you had before. Do you want to just talk about the last fight?
Yeah, my first fight with him, I think he did everything right. He didn't pace himself right. Yeah, I think he's ever evolving, ever improving. He's dangerous on the ground, obviously. So I worked a lot on that. Then spent some time in New York training jiu-jitsu, Henzo's. So, you know, switching camps a little bit, working on some new stuff, leg lock defense, offense. So yeah, I mean, just basically defending everything he's good at.
And is there anything you learned from that fight that you could probably expose in this one?
No, he didn't do like nothing that I wasn't predicting. So he's ever evolving, ever improving. So I expected a tough fight. He turned out to be a tough opponent. So I never underestimated him. I'm not underestimating him now. Yeah, that's about the size of it.
Now you mentioned there you're training in New York in Renzo's Gracie's.
Yeah.
Do you want to just talk a little bit more about that? Who you've been training with there? Have you been training with John Danaher? Or?
Yeah, I spent some time with John as well. I spent, who else was there? Eddie Cummings was there. He's one of the heel hook specialists. A few guys, like, I forgot the names, but like, that's one spot like the best jiu-jitsu in the world. So, you know, I just wanted to see where I'm at.
When was that?
That was August. Yeah. So I've been on the road since July 10th for this fight.
Now where do you feel you have the advantage in this fight?
Striking, strength-wise, conditioning-wise. I believe I'm a stronger athlete and more experienced.
And would you have a prediction?
No, prediction is not something that I do. The only thing I can say is that I'm going to go for it.
Just one last thing. A lot of European fighters that have been released from the UFC, it's very hard for them to get back in. I know it's Dennis Siver is one, Peter Sabata is another. Is getting back to the UFC a goal of yours, or are you even thinking about that at this moment?
You know, of course, UFC is number one. You know, so but these people here treat me right, and you know, it's hard for me. I don't like to predict stuff, so it's like we'll just take one step at a time. And just fight hard, train hard, and then you know, the time will show where we go. So I wouldn't have nothing against it, but like, these people really take good care of me for now. So we'll take one step at a time.
Okay, party people in the house, you're about to witness something you've never witnessed before. So listen close, so you all don't miss. As we go a little something like this. Hit it! There is no competition. We are the best, yeah. There is no competition.